Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Emphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos. Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circe's the Reason Titan, who resided within him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the world-bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Nether Realm, Castorus had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod, Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia. Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Nether Realm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Emphorius. Anaxa's soul met Castorus in the Nether Realm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Such a peaceful spot. Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful, and the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it? No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh? Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out! Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with Time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow? We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are. Really? But just a minute ago, that gray hair of yours was all standing up. You were so scared.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
A power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate? Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham. Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Emphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself. Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of Emphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy. Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems. Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it. You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful. Not exactly, but we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey? It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen. The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests. Your prudence impresses me, just as expected. Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs? So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out. Well, that's why I made sure you were well fed and rested on the road. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikodor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that Swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... The girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Let's take a closer look.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots? You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend. You could have just asked. There's nothing in here. Look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune. No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and integrity.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, waver. But the interpretation for each card is so long. What a coincidence! We meet again. But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day...
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
You sure are persistent.
What are you guys chatting about?
Why are you here?
Sorry, seeing you two never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's...
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret, but getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's...
a surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell...
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of
No, I know nothing about it. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysia, don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed.
To me, divination could be a power the fate always casts a shadow. That's why people turn to divination. Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. Even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right?
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she... and maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to...
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that. Oh, now that you mention it, yes.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our... Who's there? You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden... Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could... We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination,
Well, this historical perspective seems biased. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent...
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for not one citizen would cast their vote for you, except...
What does it matter? People have become too accustomed to peace. And they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the...
Enjoy dealing you've probably figured out. What?
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they... All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your length. My shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is...
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in a... You like it here too, little Ika.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a... now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard.
Oh, I forgot. For a Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's... Little Ika loves listening to the stories. That day will come. I believe it. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizen.
Doing all right. What's going on?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here...
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still a...
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, you ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, What makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures! I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on! As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the...
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size?
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Fake! Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know.
I didn't expect such a simple story. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is! Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful! Just wonder. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80 to...
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is! How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher!
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damn cold.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery!
You wouldn't understand! The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick!
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me! Let me take a look around! Got it! Let's use that thing! Come on! Follow me, boss lady!
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance. So, Princess Homebody, can I have a look at your big scythe?
You're as sharp as ever. Ooh, interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Self-taught! Oh, self-taught!
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up. Yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, a massive haul. Unbelievable. It's as expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. You truly have the most... Let me try this on. Where is...
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still...
This is... How could I have forgotten? Oh, believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next scroll of treasures! Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you...
Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut.
Boss lady, you're absolutely right.
Ah! This thing.
Here we go round the river of souls. Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
There's a big guy guarding this. Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be...
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me a little imp without a digestive system.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clear?
So, how about you take the front?
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Stay back, Clara.
Found me. It smells. Come to me. As you wish. You can't run. Thanks. That feels way better.
Stay back, Clara.
Embrace a new life. I want to protect everyone too, Mr. Sora. You two will head to the nether. Return to dust.
Found me.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again. Give me strength.
Fiends or devil, I'll crush them all!
You can't run.
Life is not so fragile.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak.
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh.
This looks tragic.
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia, at least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such... devastation. Meanwhile, those in
Yeah, the world just isn't. Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once You used to be an apprentice at Kephal's Priestley.
Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long you...
Oh, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly...
Oh, I see. But you and a...
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from...
Right. I didn't think...
How ridiculous. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, where's that? Should we call on that big, noisy car?
Never...
I don't need a controller. After... Hand of Sagri.
Hey, slow down. That... You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me.
Forgive me, boss lady, but...
Oh. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is... This scent.
Incredible indeed!
Do I need to give instructions here?
What?
Oh. Isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like...
Oh, isn't there a...
sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Told you, nothing can stop me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss Dean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cypher.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too...
I'm sorry, Cypher. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then? When...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the black eye! Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious, what exactly did that nymph...
Actually, it gave itself away very early.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except...
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you.
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart. Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking.
Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth...
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Pressure, fear, planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this... From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the Cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and... Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal, maybe no...
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead. And in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of the...
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose...
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Fainan is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Fainan. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Fainan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as... I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run. No matter where. My teleslate. Aglaya blasted the sky. But how could they possibly... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run, I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis? You're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya, in this form you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Agla?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily. I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her. Hung came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something. Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos air bath.
Oh, gods.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod, who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Dan Heng in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros. The baths are empty. Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now. Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings, declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the Grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey. So we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She
She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey. Yet, she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated Kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of the trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, the divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akuma still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path,
From the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Donang, can you do me a favor? Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope. Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. Cortonis, what brings you to Marmorial Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cortonis?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is. Now, here. Take this.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad swordmaster. You've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise, your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be.
Thank you, Cortonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Amphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago, but when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, she would surely smile.
will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the Flame Chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. And deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finan has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The Flame Chase journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akama will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people.
people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it!
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even...
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now... you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, No apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gasteras. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightymouse.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphra, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has.
I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypherer. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypherer?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelens! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypherer. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaia. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful, and that everyone is simple and kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it?
Lies will always be lies, Cypherer. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase, and the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the Cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the Council Theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from... But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence. This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the grove's teachings can help you in the real world. However,
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to...
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. I have nothing left to say.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time. Surely you can't skip such a...
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly...
Fine, since some of you are so eager.
Me? Well, it's not a...
I see. So you want to be...
I didn't.
Castorus, you've been giggling...
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague. I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death.
How naive. See, this is why I don't want to... Since you suggested that...
So it's finally a good thing I came prepared.
Blank page? An interesting description.
I've read all of them for you. Almost every epic ends with...
So you're saying...
Perhaps her story is told. What about the Day Thunder and her brilliance? That's why all my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. I wish not to return to include a footnote. I'm getting in, but my beliefs have never... Danny! What are you doing here? You guessed it. To reach Aquila's... That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. Don't worry. I have little... Good Oh? No. Since we've already... That's the dependable...